The Lost Legion, the 9th Legion of Rome, is in Britain, ready to defend against a horde of barbarians in this Thrones of Britannia battlefield today. And yes, I did just say Thrones of Britannia. This is the Lost Legion mod for Thrones of Britannia, which adds obviously the 9th Legion, which obviously famously, apparently famously disappeared in Britain. That is one of the theories. Obviously, people will be like, oh no, disappeared here or there. There are various theories for where it disappeared, but most famously, it is known for disappearing in Britain. And yeah, so we have the Lost Legion here today. It is a pretty cool mod. Just adds the 9th Legion, adds a few Roman units, which are really, really strong. By the way, I'll just say, which is why the 4,500 Romans against nearly 10,000, barbarians, I say, but this is the Welsh, and we also have the Scots here, which are like, I guess, like the most appropriate foes for Rome. Like if you're trying to like do a similar sort of time period. The Romans are probably going to do okay, just put it like that, even with these numbers. I can tell you for a fact that they do just fine. This was just a, after we did a few Thrones battles on the Discord, we decided to mess around with this mod and see how strong the Romans are truly. And yeah, they're strong, put it like that, not to give too much away. They're strong. But yeah, you've got big units like this unit here. This is the cohort Acolyte, which you can only bring one of, as it obviously has the Eagle standard in it, and it has 400 men in it, and it's really, really strong. I mean, the Romans are all like 200-man units, and they're really strong. You've got the Cohors Militaria, which we'll have a quick look at, which are a cool little spear unit, which remind me just look like a bunch of Centurions with like their plume on their head. Looks really, really cool. So they should be awesome. And then we've got the Cohors here, which are like the lowest tier legionaries available to Rome. Actually, that's the best sort of look from the, yeah, they're like the lowest tier ones where they just got like the basic chainmail. A few of them got segmenta, but most of them have chainmail. Then behind we have the Cohors Evocata, which are like the veteran legionaries, and these guys all have segmenta on, and these are a little bit more elite. And what we got here, we've got the Sagittari here, which are the archers. These guys are pretty epic as well. They look ready to go, quite armored up as well. And then we also have the cavalry over here. We have the Alaris, which is like the cavalry. Obviously, just the single one I think they have, available. I can't remember. They may have an auxiliary one as well. And then we have already men are breaking. Oh yeah, we already have men breaking. Wow, our longbows taking focus down. Wow. Okay, I clearly tried to set up my longbows. But anyway, then we also have the general here, the Legatus, in his golden armor, ready to go. But yeah, so anyway, the first wave of Welsh are coming up. So I decided to take the front line. My ally, I said, "Oh, you come in next." So we'll do like a bit of a wave assault, and just see if we can just wear down the Romans bit by bit. But I am focusing down the Romans that are on the flank here, and I'm actually killing quite a few of them. I mean, I killed 8, which I know is not many, but that's quite a lot of killer Romans. Like, these guys got pretty tough armor. And yeah, they have javelins as well, which I forgot to mention. So yeah, the Romans with their javelins, which is obviously a thing that not many units have in Thrones of Britannia. No infantry units have them, but actual skirmishers. So yeah, these guys are getting just vaporized by this by the javelin volleys. Here go in the Welsh mailed swords. They go flying on in to take on the Romans. But yeah, like that, my men already break. It's just they got vaporized, like all the Welsh bodies. They're just like there looking at. That's just from javies. So these guys are just like getting vaporized from javelins. So I need to be really careful. But look, I've got this cohort down to 160 men, and it's really struggling to get back into formation. So yeah, I'm taking full advantage. My longbows are doing a really good job of that. But yeah, the Welsh is carrying on battling on in here. Yes, if you're enjoying seeing Thrones of Britannia on the channel, would like to see more of this Lost Legion mod as well, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. I've got a few more ideas for some 9th Legion scenarios. There's some archers getting into combat. I feel like that's a misclick. I've got some more ideas. So if you guys would like to see some more, then do let me know in the comments, as we've got a bit of a standoff going on over here. Some Toulouse Spear Guard. Should send them in to attack those, attack the cav really. As they go flying in now. I mean, they're going to have to fight other spears. They might do okay actually. These spears are the weakest of the Roman units, but they're still really strong. All the Roman units cost more than my most expensive unit, which is actually the Toulouse Spear Guard. So I've got to keep an eye on that. I should really just charge these guys in.
They are leaving the field.
But yeah, a lot of my units are routing. unfortunately. I mean, I'm trying to close the gap quickly before these javelins come in. These javelins are just such a pain. In they go. And the Romans battle on. The Centurion here just holding the line in the front line, showing his men the example of a true Roman. Yes, we're fully enveloping them now. We're making sure every Roman unit is engaged to some extent. Because as soon as Roman units are engaged, then you can try and find gaps like this. A gap has been made because the cavalry decided to pull back to not engage the spears. And as we go whatever Carter are coming up, they are throwing jammies into my spears. How many do they kill? A good 20. Oh my. Yeah, that just shows how strong these guys are. Look at the poor guys on there getting speared. But it's allowing gaps for the Scottish cavalry to get. The Scottish got Royal Cavalry here, and there's a gap here that these they can go in. Obviously, the Alairs are there ready. If they can beat those Alairs, they can break through, get behind the Roman lines. But if you'd like to join the Discord as well to get involved in some of these like just battles where we just check out like mods and stuff like that, then the link is down below in the description. We do loads of battles like on a regular occasion. Just checking out like mods, if we're just like certainly like for Thrones. Thrones is just such an unplayed game. It's really good to try out some of like the mods to see like if you can improve it. And this Roman mod certainly could. I mean, a lot of people like playing with Romans, so always good to have them here as the Scottish cavalry's flying on in. Yeah, and also on this side as well, I've also engaged with a lot of my cavalry. My cavalry can throw javelins as well, I realised, before they go in, so that's really good. So these are layers of like a couple of javelin volleys before they went in. And I've actually snuck in one of my Welsh cavalry. I snuck it around this gap here, and I'm now in battling the general. Though he should still win, if I remember. The legate is pretty strong. But we'll see how he does today. I mean, as it currently stands, these Romans, they're starting to thin out a little bit, but there's still 103 in the unit. These guys are probably cutting down like hundreds of Welsh. Yeah, the armor, I mean, to be fair, the armor difference looks like the Welsh are a bit more well armored, to be honest. Romans just hacking and slashing, and they should really just be stabbing with their little gladius. I'm focusing down. Actually, I don't know if this is me. This might be. This is the crossbows. Actually, the Lowland crossbows here, focusing down instead of Carter. And this is what we need to do. Look at that unit. It's lost so many Romans. There's such a big waste, and it's like lost 100 men just standing there, and now it's going into combat. But that's what we need to do. Just weaken the Romans where possible. Give ourselves a chance. The Romans there getting really focused down. But yeah, the general is actually kind of struggling over here. Roman's general is struggling. He could do with a bit of infantry support. He's down 31 men. Fighting against 37, so he's still doing okay. Yeah, we've got the Kozak line now in the back lines defending here, doing its bit. The Eagle standard being held high for now. They've only lost 5 men. They're fighting the Tululu Guard. They should be fine for quite a while. They should be perfectly fine. Got the Eagles on their shields. They're ready to go. Rip in peace of that guy just dying there. A loyal Roman dying for the cause. The general, I think, is in a rough spot here. He actually did just rout and he's re-rallied. He's down to 13 guys. He's kind of struggling against this cavalry. Got a good charge off there. This goes in. He needs to be careful. I don't know where he is exactly. It might be him here. This might be him here. I don't know. He looks slightly general-like. But there you go. The enemy general is dead. So it wasn't that individual. But he's dead, actually. So now that should start to do damage to morale. Though Rome's morale is strong. If I remember, they have like 50 odd morale. So like they are not going to break anytime soon. But it's a start. Killing their general's a start. And the Scots are now in here. So hopefully with these extra numbers, we can start to push back the Romans. But I mean, look at the thick line of Romans. This is a lot of Romans here. A thick line. I mean, some other areas are thinning. Over here is a bit thin. But no gaps appearing as yet. The Romans are doing just fine. They're winning in most areas as well. Routing their archers as I get my cavalry into the back lines after beating the general, but I think I'm getting focused down by other archers on the other side of the box.
The men have abandoned the battle and will not return. It's a rout.
The guy's got a lot to say about my warriors routing, which is no surprise because they were routing a lot. As you can see, the Welsh is constantly routing in so many areas. But yeah, here we go. So it looks like the Scots are going to go in. They've got Kingsblade. This is like their main infantry they built. I think it's the best infantry available. We are only using like the vanilla units for like the non-Roman factions. Because we didn't know whether Radius would work with this mod. That's probably the next thing I would like to try. See whether we can use Radius. Because Radius obviously gives like most factions some more units. And I feel like some of those units would be very handy in killing off like the Romans. I think the Scots get like a double-handed sword unit. And certainly like lots of the Viking factions and a lot of like the Welsh factions as well. For instance, the Welsh get really good archers. They get elite longbowmen. The Vikings get better axemen. So I mean, they can be very good in taking out these Romans. Make it a kind of an even fight, so you could do like 3v3s and not just like a 3v2. But there you go. So hole in the line has been opened up here. We've got some Welsh male swords that are going to be going into the back lines against these Evocata. These Evocata are actually losing decisively now they've been surrounded. They're also jabbing into my spears and into my swords very effectively. And they're also getting jabbed in the back by this unit here. This Evocata, which is actually jabbing my troops, while also fighting the Scots here. Multitasking very effectively. And archers as well, focusing in. And the Romans are desperately trying to close this gap, and they're going to do it quite effectively here. The Evocata going in, closing that gap. So we saw a small glimmer of a way through, and I have also found another way through.
Our men run from the enemy.
Though it's only with a small unit currently. I'm about to transfer more units over here. We've got Welsh mailed axes coming over. But my Toulouse Spear Guard realised a tiny little gap between the red line and this cohort Aquili. And I'm now going to sneak units around because... well, we need to kill this cohort Aquili off quicker. It's lost 70 men, but there's still over 300 to kill. And if we kill this unit, I mean that's really good because it's got the eagle in it, and it's got a ability which like boosts morale by 50%. So that's another like debuff to morale that we can do damage to. These cohorts, I keep calling them Militaria. They're Millaria. Millaria? I don't know how you say that. It's definitely not Malaria. But yeah, they're actually doing pretty well. They're only like, I mean that one's not, but this one's doing fine actually, 120. And they're holding over here. There's no gaps really here for the Scots to break through, unlike on my side. Got some, what's this? What's Axe? Alban Axe warriors. They're doing okay against the Romans. We actually did an ambush of like the 9th Legion scenario on the channel quite a long time ago. It must have been well over like a year or so from now. But yeah, it was certainly really good. I'd definitely go and check it out. It actually kind of like is in like the Scots attacking waves, and it's really well done. Like, the Romans all like marching down in column. It's a really well done like scenario. I'd fully recommend going and checking it out. But yeah, the crossbows actually, these Lowland crossbows here, not the most scary looking unit, but with that crossbow, you know, that's an armor-piercing weapon that they have in their hand there. And they're firing into the backs of these Romans over here. These cohort Evocata losing. Well, they were at one point. Back to even. Oh, there's dogs in here. The Hounds of War have been released upon the Romans. And these dogs are going to try and cut them down. I don't know how good they are. I don't think they're very good. They look like they're kind of struggling. The Romans in here, they are struggling now. They're getting forced back by the dogs, actually. Yeah, and they're losing decisively. There is hope, and as you can see, I've got a full unit of Welsh mailed axemen in behind, and the second one's on the way. This one's engaging cohorts Aquili, which are winning, even though they're surrounded. That shows how nuts this unit is. It's an insanely good unit. But yeah, I've now got axes in behind, and I can now just have my pick of like where I want to break through. Because even though the Romans are good, I mean that unit's very good. That's an exception. I think now at this point the Romans are quite beaten up, so we can probably just attack like for this cohort. This one, 62 men, surround them, kill it, and then that's a hole in the line. I mean over here, look at this. This is 56 cohorts holding back numerous more foes. They're doing an okay job though. But the Romans are now out reserves. It is kind of a matter of time to how many, like to when they'll fall. But as you see, balance power is shifting. But they have killed over 5,000 and they've lost 3,000 themselves. Shows how strong the Romans are. And here we go. They've actually just broken through here. What broke in the end? It was one of those cohorts. And they are actually going to rear charge this cohort itself with the King's Blades. Oh no, this is Alban Axe Warriors. They're going to rout that unit. And as you can see, a slow chain rout is starting to happen on this side. And yeah, breakthrough on most fronts now. As the Romans are just exhausted. They're beaten. You've got a cohort Evercarter here that's just in square, which is a really good formation for the Romans. If you start to get surrounded, this unit form square, do fine. But they're getting focused down as well by archers. And there you go, they rout. And now it's really just down to, well, a couple of units on this flank and the Eagle cohort. These units over here have also formed square. They'll hold for a little while. But the Romans, they've come too far north. And the Welsh and the Scots are going to beat them back. I don't know exactly where you'd be in the world to find both Welsh and Scots, but I don't know. Maybe the Welsh have gone north to Scotland because they've got nowhere else to live. They've been scared north. Yeah, these cohort Evercarter are doing really well. I mean, this Aquilai, what's it down to now? 200 men. I mean, it's dropped quite a lot since we last checked. It's still like got over half its men. Just. It's an insanely good unit. Costs you 4,000 though. It's 1,000 per man, like per 100 men. And it's worth every penny because it gets so many kills. And they're winning. They look at them. They're winning in combat. And it's getting gold chevrons as we speak. Over here, these cohort Evercar starting to lose now. They're still holding. This is the thing. Like they're getting jabbied now. This is how we're having to break them with missiles. Because they're holding perfectly fine in square. These guys have like really good morale. What we got there? That's the cohorts, like the cohorts there in combat. They'll break probably soon. I don't know why we didn't break them first. Alban Axe Warriors, these units have broken before and been sent back in.
It's a rout. Our warriors.
And there you go. These units are starting to break. Those cohorts are gone. This cohort Evercarter is starting to go now. That's actually gone. Just so much pressure. And the same over here now. This one's starting to go. Just feeling the pressure on all flanks. The Romans are going back beyond Hadrian's Wall. It's just a matter of time before this one breaks. It's still winning though. Jeez. Look at this. Look at the small square down there. It's getting overwhelmed with barbarians, I guess you could call them. The Romans would call them barbarians. We had dogs still. There's still a few dogs alive. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They just released them. I don't know. Kind of funny seeing war dogs here. Don't often see them in thrones. These guys are still holding. This Evercar's doing well as well. And there's cohort Aquilai still not breaking. And he's being like surrounded. I'm charging it now with my general. I'm just trying to do everything I can. I mean, that was not a great charge because I kind of hit some of my own men. It's still winning. And this one's about to break, but not quite yet. This one's starting to waver. Finally, the cohort Aquilai is starting to lose slightly. 150 men surrounded. It goes fine. I'll start to lose. But it lost the Eagle a long time ago. The Eagle fell. The Eagle standard bearer fell a long time ago. I feel like that should be a big debuff. But there you go. The Eagle cohort breaks, as does the other Evocata over there, and a Pyrrhic victory for the Welsh and the Scots. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end result. But yeah, this was a just a little quick, fun battle. See how strong the Romans really were, and my God, they were strong. So yeah, thank you to Satchex and Goldie who took part. It was a really, really fun battle to do. Check out this mod. But yeah, we'll just quickly go over some of the unit results. So we got my Toulouse Spearguard, I think these are here. My most elite unit on like the battlefield, 108 kills, 125, 173. So pretty good, not bad to be fair for a spear unit in like a normal Thrones game. I'd be like very impressed with it. That to be fair. And we got my like mailed swords here, 111, maybe the best one I see. My axes did a bit worse, getting 100, the best one. I actually been still really healthy. My archer's not getting many kills. I mean 54 is not bad, but I mean you got to think they're killing 54 heavily armored Romans. So I guess that's pretty good. My Jabbies did really well, getting 85 kills. I'm kind of quite impressed with them. They might bring more of them next time against Rome. And then 100 kills for my Cav was also very good. This is the one that got in amongst the general, I do believe. And then we got Satchex, who was playing as the Scots. His swords, again, not doing great. 142, the best one. Slightly better than mine. And his axes, getting like 92 kills, the best one I'd say. Then you his crossbows did much better than my archers. I mean, some didn't get kills at all. But like this one got 100, broke the 100 mark, getting 130 kills. Really well done. There were a lot of cav, did Satchex. Most of it not really getting like involved. And then he's got his dogs on here getting 1 or 2 kills. And actually were very healthy. They survived. So I guess the Romans weren't really targeting them. And then we got Goldie, who was playing as the 9th Legion itself. His spears, we'll start with them. 160 kills, the best one. And then we've got his cohorts, which is basic infantry, like his basic legionaries. 442 kills. 461. You got 384, 396. You got like most of them get 200 or like very close to it. The others are like very just short of about 10 kills. And then you got his cohort Evocata here. I mean, one did really poorly because it was getting focused down by my archers, but the other ones did insane as well. I mean, getting 240 kills, 260. So yeah, really good kills there. And then the cohort Acolyte getting 600 kills basically. It's just an insanely good unit, insanely good. And the archers as well doing really well, 150 kills. The cab not so well, but yeah, I mean Rome, that shows Rome very, very powerful. So if you want to check out this Lost Legion mod, I'll leave a link for it in the description. It's really, really fun to play, and yeah, allows you to play Romans versus Vikings, which I'm sure is like a pretty cool matchup. But if you guys enjoyed, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll be back with more Lost Legion soon. And until next time, bye for now.